I'm inside and I saw Dead Silence. It is directed by James Wan, written by James Wan and Leigh Whannell. And if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. This was requested by a Patreon. If you'd like to fast track a movie review, you can do that at patreon.com/ASEPresents. On with the review. The movie starts and we're seeing a ventriloquist doll being made and then sent to a house, Jamie's house, and also his wife. And then as soon as this doll appears, then his wife gets murdered, and then we have detectives on his butt be like, you did the murder, you did it. And I'm like, I mean, I get it. I get the suspicion. You don't want to implicate a dummy because it's an inanimate object and there's been no cases of dummies just appearing and murdering people, right? And I'm just thinking, I get it, right? The dog's barking at me now. Jamie didn't kill his wife though. I completely understand him. But luckily, he has this ventriloquist doll, he goes to bury it, but the detective was following him and then uncovered it, and also now sees him at a motel, and also is sharing the same motel space as him. He's literally in the next room next to him. And I'm like, oh geez, this guy is going to arrest you. He's like, oh, I'm not gonna arrest you just yet. I'm like, just arrest him if you think he's guilty. But no, he's too good for arresting him. And then this movie gets a little bit weird. There's a lot of talking to this elderly man and also this elderly woman. And this elderly woman is a scaredy cat and hides in the bathroom a lot and pets this crow or whatever. And this man is telling Jamie the story of what his ventriloquist doll, where it came from. It helped Mary Shaw with these shows. And in one of the shows, Mary Shaw and this ventriloquist dummy was arguing, and I was thinking, oh no, the ventriloquist dummy is alive. I'm gonna show you what it's like, how real I am, how much I am like this young boy that I'm gonna call up. And then the movie doesn't really explain it, and so Jamie's natural response is to go to this abandoned, what is it called? What is it called? It's called abandoned stage place. Is that what it's called? Correct me if I'm wrong, but he goes to this place and I'm like, okay, that's strange. Why would you just go there? And then he goes there and he sees a bunch of ventriloquist dummies, and then also the ventriloquist doll is also there and there to fright him and scare him. Ooh, wee, we're gonna scare you. Ooh, ooh. And then this is so confusing. This movie at this point really lost me because I just had so many questions like, okay, I get it, sure, it's a ventriloquist dummy, oh yeah, cool, scary, so scary, ooh, so scary. It's not scary to me when I'm thinking about how the ventriloquist dummy even got there in the first place. And just because there's a bunch of other ventriloquist dummies, your OG ventriloquist dummy is now here. And wow, looks like Mary Shaw is here, and she is the ultimate dummy. She was created perfectly, and now these dummies are taking out the tongues, including the detective, taking out the tongues of people and making them into dolls, and that's what happens to Jamie. I'm like, I mean, the first third maybe got me. I was thinking, okay, I'm intrigued as to which direction this goes, which direction this movie goes. But then the movie takes a weird turn, which I'm not really comfortable with, only because I just have so many questions, and this movie doesn't really answer them for me. Like, how the frick did the ventriloquist dummy get into that abandoned place? Also, why did the guy unbury him? Oh, it's because it's evidence of your wife's murder. I'm like, why would this doll be evidence if you don't even believe him in the first place? Like, you're saying one thing and then doing another action. It contradicts your words. And I'm like, are you either lying to this guy or you just, I don't know, convinced somehow? But then you didn't say that you were convinced by him. You're just gonna do this thing anyway. I'm gonna unbury it. Just let the doll be buried if you don't think it's good at all. Maybe you think the doll is some sort of murder weapon. I mean, this movie really has lost me, especially the last 20 minutes. I was just straight up confused, and I was out. I was just like, I'm not really a big fan of this movie. This movie requires me to shut off my brain, and I don't like movies that just make me shut off my brain, but also make me not shut off my brain because I have questions during it too. It's impossible for me to shut off my brain during a movie. So this movie was alright, I get it, it's a fun horror movie. Oh, the ventriloquist dummy is gonna get you. I just personally don't really care about ventriloquist dummies that much. I don't find them to be scary, I just kind of find them to be funny. Depends on how you use them. They're weird horror instruments. They're alright. This movie was alright. It was an alright movie. I wouldn't want to watch it again. This gave me too much confusion, and I felt like there was a lot of leaps of logic in this movie. But I will applaud its movie for its use of gore. It's very limited. It's very stylistic. I like the way that it's shot. I like the movie's directing. I like the actors, they're good, and I do like how we have the detective and Jamie do pair up in the end because the ventriloquist is their ultimate enemy and the detective still gets got. Oops. So other than all those negative points that I brought up, there were some positive moments, so I gotta give this movie a solid 6 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. The platform really likes that. If you want to fast track a movie review, you can do that for $20 redeems, patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grind of all them daily movie reviews, and go to this link tree, find the way you can help support the daily grind of all them daily movie reviews. So go here, and until next time, Mint Salad, I'll see you later to my salad croutons and biggie bits.